All right, I'm just gonna eat this real fast because it's dripping everywhere. So this is to show you how fast. Let me clean this up a little. Okay, now that I ate a little bit of the ice cream cone that was melting, this is a McDonald's review. Pretty much ordered the whole menu. We didn't get anything that duplicated in any way. So we have, I have a Big Mac, I have a McFlurry burger, so that's something special to Hawaii, limited time only. Vanilla cone, pretzel McFlurry, 20-piece nuggets, all the sauces, filet-o-fish, crispy chicken sandwich, fries, apple pie, basically one of everything. So you can see how long this receipt is. It was $35, just so you know how much stuff is here. All right, let's get started. We'll go with the cone first. So just like all the other reviews, we're reviewing it based on the category it's in. This one will be fast food. Obviously, a $30 burger would taste better than these burgers, but for what it is, we're going to rate everything 1 through 10. 1 through 7 is execution. 8, 9, 10, there has to be something special about it. We'll do the desserts first, since they'll melt. $2.50 for this. I will give it gets a 7. It's executed well. It's not soggy. It melts a little fast, but that's because it's really hot. It's like 80 to 90 degrees today, and it's not icy at all. Got all that good chemicals in there that keeps it stable. Oh. All right, so vanilla cone. If you can get it, it's a 7 for me. We have a McFlurry. I haven't eaten one of these in maybe 10, 15 years. This one's a pretzel flavor. I love pretzels. So looks like there's caramel, chocolate, ice cream on the bottom. Peanut butter. It's very good. Let's see if there's anything at the bottom. No, it's just more ice cream. The stuff on the top is really good. This one, I would give a 7.5. I love the stuff on the top, but execution, just because of how it's built, is off. The ratio of ice cream to topping is very those couple bites I took. Pretty much half of the toppings are gone, and this is only like 50 cents more than the vanilla cone, and it has probably double the ice cream. That's why it gets a higher score, because it has good value. But the ratio is off. By the time you get to the bottom, you're just eating ice cream, which is fine, I guess. But in terms of, if I had to be a harsh judge, this could have been a 7.5, but because the ratio is off, 6.5. All right. You can save the pie for later because it's really hot. Probably. We'll just go on this side. Okay. So all of my burgers and stuff, I got extra pickles, extra onions, all the extra stuff for free because that's how I like it. That won't affect the score, but basically I got one of everything. Classic Big Mac. Looks like it's warm. Let's see it. Yeah. Yeah, everything looks normal. One thing about Big Macs, consistency. Because of how big it is, it's hard to be inconsistent. Because let's say fries, for example, they cool too much, then they're kind of, they're only really good when they're fresh and hot and cool really fast. But they're colder, eh? But in terms of likelihood of consistency, how come this one says Big Mac? We got 2 Big Macs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I guess they gave me an extra Big Mac. Because I had 9, I ordered 9 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they did give me an extra Big Mac. This one doesn't have extra stuff on it. This one has my extra pickles. Big Mac, very consistent. It's 7. One of the better fast food burgers for what it is. As far as meat patties, chicken sandwiches, those are a different category. So, yeah. Oh, since I ate some fries already. McDonald's fries are my favorite fries out of all the fast food fries. I only recommend you get them though if you're going through a drive-thru or something, and while you're driving home, you're gonna eat it straight. So there's a technique that I use. I get the food, I put it down, I drive to get the line moving, and I use my right hand, and I don't look. I fish it out of the bag, and then I grip it like this, and I use these 3 fingers to hold the wheel, and then that's how I steer, and I use my left hand to eat. Now, if I have to make a really big turn, I use the bottom of my palm, and I'll spin the wheel. And that's how you eat fries at the peak of their existence. That's when they're 8. They're 8 if you do it just like that, and they're actually hot and fresh when you get them. So I recommend you go to a busy McDonald's. Otherwise, you could get it and it would still be soggy and it would be sad. So these are a 6. I don't know if they were fresh when I actually got them, but I think they weren't fresh because of how big my order was. They sandbagged this, and then everything else they put up afterwards because there's so many other things that this was probably sitting there. If they wanted to execute it well, they would have put up all of this stuff, scooped this last minute, did my McFlurry and the ice cream cone last, but I don't think they did that. So, flawed execution. 6 could be an 8 if you eat it right away. I'll save this for later since that's a lot of sauce. And we'll save this because that's interesting. Filet-o-fish. extra pickle. So Filet-O-Fish always has the nicest bun. It's always like the smoothest one that looks like a butt. And this one's a little messy. You can't see it, but it's off-centered. And there's sauce coming out. They missed the bun on this one. And the cheese is so small. The other part ripped off, but look how small that cheese is. It's like, I don't know if that's normal, but, and the cheese is all dried out. But it only covers maybe 60% of the bun. I've never picked it apart before. You know, bread is soft. Pickles on everything at McDonald's are always good. Usually it's hotter, but I think it was the same thing I talked about the fries. It's kind of like lukewarm. It should be hot, especially if everything was crammed into one bag. And you saw the cone was melting. That means it's more hot than it is cold. And if the cone had time to melt, that means this should have kept warm. But it didn't. So that gets a 6. If it was good, if it was a normal Filet-O-Fish, I'd give it a 7. But like I said, execution. All right, this one's gonna get a lot of people to think things, but this is the spicy crispy chicken sandwich. And when it first came out, I didn't get it because I was like, whatever. But because I love chicken sandwiches, so we got bottom bun, cheese, sandwich, pickles, top bun. So I always judge this against Popeyes, and Popeyes wins no matter what, as far as I know. When this came out, this other chef on Instagram was saying it's amazing and all this stuff. So I was like, okay, I like fast food. Let me try it. I got it, and then I was like, this isn't crispy at all. It's like flaccid, and it's crispy chicken sandwich, but no crispy. And it's just cold batter and floppy batter, which is very sad. So I thought, benefit of the doubt, okay, I'm gonna try it again. And then because my sous chef mentioned it, he told me it was really good. So I was like, okay, I'll try it again. Maybe it was a fluke. So I ate it again for a second time, recommended from a second chef. Nope, still don't like it. Because if they just said chicken sandwich, okay, whatever, I won't be so harsh. But because they specifically said crispy chicken sandwich, here, listen to me bite just the chicken. You heard that? That was like a flaccid chicken nugget from high school lunch with the gravy on it that's been sitting on the steamer table for like 20 minutes already. Here, let me take this off. You hear that? I'm running my nail across the meat. Now I have cheesy nails. No noise. Well, the other thing too is this is pretty expensive relative to other stuff. That's why I judge it on a harsher scale. Selling it for what it is, crispy chicken sandwich, not good at all. It's not crispy. It's spicy, but it's not crispy. And it's like the same price as a Big Mac. Oh, more. The bun looks nice and fancy and all that, and the inside looks more toasted, but it's the same bun. As it looks a little different, but it's the same bun. It's not like Popeyes where it's a brioche bun and it's actually good. I give this a 4.5. I would not order it again, and this is the third time I ordered it. First time, okay, fine. That was like, try it and don't like it, whatever. Second time I ordered because a chef told me it was good. I got scammed again. And now here I am making the video. I knew I was gonna get scammed because it wasn't crispy, but I did it anyways for the video so I could tell you this story about how I don't like it. Before I get into the McNuggets, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the spicy chicken nuggets. So I think the spicy nuggets are better than regular nuggets, not because of the spice factor, but because they're more crispy. I think the batter they use is different. It's more crispy and harder than the regular nuggets. They didn't have the spicy this time, so yeah. But it's not too spicy. That's why I always prefer it, because it's more crunchy. The inside's the same, but the outside's more crunchy. Maybe it's just me, but that's what I think. It's more crunchy. Therefore, the spicy ones are better. Okay, we have 20-piece McNuggets. These are actually, this is hot and this is crispy. Thermal mass of having a lot of stuff crammed in tight. Okay, sweet and sour. It's hot and kind of crispy, but it's not as crispy as the spicy ones. I'm not gonna rate the sauces. I'm gonna put them in the order that I like them. So we'll just start with this in the middle. Now sweet and sour. Now we got ranch. I know I'm gonna like it already. This side is higher rank. Barbecue. I like it a little less than sweet and sour. Hot mustard. That's spicy buffalo. Where'd it go? Oh, honey mustard. This is honey mustard. I like this more than barbecue. Wish it was a little more, had more bite, mustard bite though. Okay, this is buffalo. I would say this down here. And hot mustard. So I guess I was asking for more mustard. Here it is. It doesn't have honey. That's why it ranked down here. It's not balanced. So rank 1, we have ranch, sweet sour, honey mustard, barbecue, hot honey, buffalo. That's my rank. We'll push this up here now. And for the nuggets, regular nuggets, 6, spicy nuggets, 7. But again, it's a good one for consistency because it's so big. All right, we'll go to Terry Deluxe, extra slivered onions, add 3 pickles. So for those of you who don't know, it's looks like a regular burger, but they put really big pieces of onion on it, like they do on the McRib. Big onion, and it's basically a burger patty with teriyaki sauce on it. There's lettuce, pickles, onions. This bun is like hanging out weird. As you can see, It was built very haphazardly. Lots of sauce. People in Hawaii like sauce. You can see how big the onions are. Like a large dice. Terry Deluxe. Very sloppy burger. Too much sauce. Too much sauce. And look how skinny the bottom bun is. It's not thick enough to support all that sauce or soak it up. So I don't care for this. The top bun is bigger, but like you need the support from the bottom bun. So limited time thing, only in Hawaii. I probably wouldn't order it. I'll give it a, what did I give the spicy chicken sandwich? I gave that a 4.5 off. I'll give this a 5. Because it doesn't function well. It's too floppy. This one, you can pick it up. Actually, I don't know. Which one's worse? Floppy bun with too much sauce or not? Okay, this one's worse then. That gets a 5. Because, no, yeah, that does get a 5. Because this one lied to me. This one didn't lie to me. This one just underperformed a little because of the flaccid, tiny, flat bun. But this one's a liar. I don't like liars. You know what? Downgrade. 4. The spicy chicken sandwich gets a 4. That's still at a 5. All right. Last one. Fried apple pie. Only in Hawaii and I think one other state. I think this is one of the best things next to the fries. Look at all the blisters on there. And I already know it's going to be crispy. This thing will stay crispy for like 6 hours. It'll stay crispy indefinitely unless you put it in the fridge or you steam it or something. Look at those. I'll show you again. Look at those blisters. It's beautiful. And because it has molten apple pie stuff inside, it always stays hot. Even now, after all of this stuff, it's a little warm. The only thing is you'll probably burn yourself if you eat it earlier. But yeah, like I was saying. This is just like the Big Mac, where it's very consistent because of what it is. It's small, but it's deep fried and there's molten apple pie inside. So, yeah. And the inside tastes like apple pie. There's no raw dough in there. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect, and it's always perfect, and it's cheap. It's like $1.50 or something. This gets an 8. If I was to go to McDonald's and I knew if I felt like eating something sweet, this is it, because I know it will be consistently good, just like fries if they're fresh. But this, I've never had a bad apple pie. It's every single time it's too hot to eat and you have to wait. You take one bite, you burn your mouth, you have to just sit there and blow on it for a while. Consistently too hot, and that's a good thing. All right, I guess. Oh, I forgot to mention the thing that always rates very high on my McDonald's scale, my fast food scale. Water. It's the best thing from McDonald's because when you eat all this stuff, it gives you reprieve. Water gets a 10. On all scales of water, it gets a 10. Normal water gets a 7, but McDonald's water gets a 10 because there's just something special about eating all of this dry, toasted, fried stuff. I'm getting some McDonald's water. 10. All right, that's it for today's video.